From Australia, this is Bondi Tunes.
Henry O'Donovan.
This is Bondi Tunes broadcasting from Sydney in Australia and around the world. And we now join James Winnerton, who is the president of the UK Synesthesia Association. The UKSA was formed 25 years ago. Welcome to the show.
Tell you when it first hit me that it was possibly slightly unusual, possibly everybody didn't have it, was around about exam time, because when I was aged, again, around about 12 or 13, it's fairly heavy on exams in the UK, or at least it was at that time. Everything was exam-based. Now, I used to have great difficulty in concentrating within an exam environment, because those halls we used to have to do it in big halls, big empty halls, and whenever anybody drops a pencil, for example, that sound of a dropping pencil rolling across the floor, it used to again fill my mouth with very, very strong tastes and flavours.
James, was this?
I mean, I get a lot of emails from school children, for example, who have difficulty at school because they're, say, a number 3 is green, that's what they know it is, and they've got to add it to a yellow number 2, and it certainly doesn't come out as a purple number 5 to them because the colours are all funny.
It's funny you say that, because my next question was with regard to that aspect of it, people who are colourblind. Could you see a connection with someone who's colourblind and this? Because I don't know.
Well, synesthesia, it causes all these extra connections. What I do know is, because this is quite unusual. I mean, I've spoken to somebody who's congenitally blind. I mean, they've been blind since birth, and yet they can describe colours. They can describe red and green and blue. The reason for that, I think, is that when you're born again, you get passed a gene map from your parents. So although you physically can't see, your brain knows what things are because the information has been passed down through the parents via this genetic map.
Yes, and you did mention off air that it runs in family. It's genetic.
You can go to get some proper information, direct information from researchers, and the main function now is simply to produce information, provide information, to see colours around words, and he found it so odd, and he saw an article in one of the papers, which is why he contacted me. But he had acquired synesthesia, which is quite a rare thing, because sometimes
they were basically crying because of the screaming in their ears, Yeah, I think this is probably a much more positive thing than that. James, tell us about where people can contact you. You're the media side of what you're doing. Have you got a website? How do people contact the organisation?
Yeah, the UK Synesthesia has got a website. It's uksynesthesia.com. So it's nice and simple. Synesthesia, by the way, we spell it with the A and the E, and there are two versions. You can spell it SYNES, Thesia, or you can SYNAE. We're the AE version, which is the UK version, the proper version.
Yes, it's always the way, isn't it? Those pesky Americans.
Well, can't handle those extra consonants. They're really annoying.
And what do you do with people who contact you? Do you answer questions? How does it work?
Yeah, I mean, what I do is I tend to, I'll answer whatever questions they may have, and I can find out where they are, and if there are synesthetes in their area, because I've got a database of thousands, I will point them in the right direction if they want to speak to somebody. And we also do arrange events. I mean, I came from an art event this weekend down in the south of England, whereby we had synesthetes creating or producing their artworks based on what they see when they listen to music, what they do when they hear sounds, so... there are events like that.
Yes,
but if they just want through the website, uksynesthesia.com.
uksynesthesia.com. Look, James Winnerton, sorry for getting your name wrong at the start of this interview. I humbly apologise. Thank you so much for joining us on Bondi Tunes International. Can you stay on the line?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Thanks so much, James. And we will spell this out for you, uksynesthesia.com, and it's spelled uksynesthesia.com. Go there. You will love it. This is Bondi Tunes.
Bondi Tunes International. Broadcasting from Australia all around the world.